Little Women, written by Louisa May Alcott, is a beloved classic novel that has captivated readers for generations. The story follows the lives of the four March sisters, Meg, Jo, Beth, and Amy as they navigate the trials and tribulations of growing up during the Civil War era. This is episode 2 of this 5-episode illustrated adaptation of the book Little Women.
Episode 2, The Power of Perseverance. As the sun rose over the March household, Jo eagerly awaited the arrival of the mail. Anxiously fidgeting with her pen, she knew that today could be the day that her fate as a writer would be decided. Finally, the familiar sound of the mailbox opening filled the air, and Jo raced to see if there was a letter for her. With shaking hands, Jo tore open the envelope, her heart pounding with anticipation. Her eyes scanned the words on the page, and a smile slowly spread across her face. Her had been chosen for publication in the local newspaper. Jo could hardly contain her excitement as she ran into the house to share the news with her family. Beth, Meg, Amy, Marmee, Jo exclaimed, waving the letter in the air. My story is going to be in the paper. Her sisters crowded around her, their faces glowing with pride. Marmee embraced Jo, her eyes filled with tears of joy. I always knew you had a gift for storytelling, Jo. I am so proud of you. The March family celebrated Jo's success that evening, raising their glasses in a toast to her future as a published author. But amidst the joy and excitement, one person's reaction cast a shadow over Jo's happiness. As Jo excitedly shared her news with Lori, her dear friend and neighbor, his expression turned skeptical. A writer, Jo? Do you really think that's a suitable career for a young lady? Jo's heart sank at his words, the doubts creeping into her mind. Could a girl like her truly make a name for herself in the world of literature? But then she remembered the support and encouragement of her family, and her determination reignited. Despite Lori's doubts and the challenges she faced, Jo continued to write and submit her stories to various publications. Each rejection stung, but Jo refused to give up on her dream. With Marmee's gentle guidance and Meg, Beth, and Amy's unwavering belief in her talent, Jo found the strength to persevere. And finally, after months of hard work and perseverance, Jo received a letter from a prestigious publishing house. They had accepted her manuscript for a book, offering her the opportunity of a lifetime. Overwhelmed with gratitude, Jo knew that her journey was only just beginning. As she stood in the March household, surrounded by her loving family, Jo realized that she had proven herself as a writer. Through her dedication, resilience, and belief in herself, Jo had achieved her dream and set off on a path filled with endless possibilities. And as the sun set on another day in the March household, Jo whispered a silent thank you to her family and Marmee for believing in her, and she looked forward to a future filled with writing, storytelling, and chasing her dreams.